back, everybody, to Fresh Take. I'm KD.
I'm Jay.
And we're here to review the Netflix original movie, High Flying Bird.
You want to get back on the court. And as your agent, I want to get you there. Football is fun, but it don't sell sneakers. To move merch and inspire rap lyrics, they need your services.
It's about a sports agent who pitches a controversial business opportunity to a rookie basketball player during the NBA lockout.
But before we get started, if you're new to the channel, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you can get the latest videos.
And so let's talk about it, Jay. What did you think about this movie?
I actually think this is one of the best things that Netflix put out in a while. It's a Netflix original. It's directed by Steven Soderbergh. It's the main actors, Andre Holland, ZZ Beats. I'm thinking of Beats by Drake. And it has that Vine star Melvin Gregg. And I think this is a very strong sports documentary. It's not your typical sports film like Remember the Titans. And I think that behind the scenes, if you want to see as a sports agent how the willing and dealing, the game on the game, how that's happened, I think to me it tells a story that you're not going to see out there.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jay. But first thing I want to just get off is what's up with Netflix and birds this latest go round.
I don't know. I think this is they had Bird Box. They have this bird. They have the Angry Birds thing they put out.
Okay.
I don't know. Maybe they got some bird fetish.
I think they have a bird fetish, but I thought this movie was also great. It's not like Jay said. It's not a typical kind of sports drama. It takes you behind the scenes, away from the glitz and glam of NBA basketball, and it tells you just the willings and dealings of the sports world, and like how the machinations of how deals are done, the dirty ways and the manipulation of the media and all of that. And so you have Melvin Gregg again. He played a similar character on American
Vandals, yeah.
Similar to that. So I guess it's a continuation of his character.
Yeah, he never left Netflix.
He never left Netflix. But I thought he really grew into this role and he played a good job. And some of the stuff that was very real to me is just like that first scene when the opening of the movie. Spoiler alert, you guys. If you guys have not seen the movie, click off. But please come back and watch. Yeah, pause. Pause, but come back and watch us. But for those who have, the first scene is actually he's talking to Andre Holland's character, Ray Burke.
Yeah.
And Melvin Gregg's his character is what's his character?
His name is Eric.
Eric something. I'm sorry.
Eric something.
But Ray Burke is talking to him, Andre Holland's character, and saying, "What have you gotten yourself into, and why did you get yourself into this kind of business deal?" And for a lot of sports athletes, they're used and they don't have any kind of financial literacy to know the kind of deals that they're getting into. And this movie delves a lot into that and tells you how sometimes the NBA players are manipulated and they don't know what's going on. They actually had 3 NBA players also tied into this movie. And what are their names, Jay?
They had Karl Anthony Towns, which it was amazing. They had Reggie Jackson, and they had what's the point guard for? No, he's not the point guard. Donovan Mitchell, the shooting guard for the Utah Jazz. And I found that was interesting. Like it was shot different, like in black and white, and we're still on spoiler, people, so don't get mad. It was shot in black and white, so you get to see their opinions about the industry while you're watching something about the industry. So it was like a little meta in that. But I thought their response to their experience, their rookie contracts, what they had to go through, and it was insightful. I think Soderbergh, he is one of those directors that he could take something and make it unique. And I think with this film, the direction that it went, the pacing is a little bit off.
The pacing was off.
It was off, but you watch it and you want to continue watching it because you want to find out what's happening. What's the overall the payout, and I felt like the payout was good. Like, tell us about the payout. Like,
the payout for me was good too. Again, you guys, this was shot on an iPhone. An iPhone. So that right there is a new kind of innovation that we're getting into, where you can literally shoot a budget. You can literally shoot like a movie on your iPhone. The payout, this movie only costs $2 million to make, you guys. Yeah. So if you have great content, if you're just a regular producer, filmmaker, you can make your own movie, and you can really get into this, where you can pitch yourself to Netflix, and it's open, you guys. It's wide open. Anyone can be a movie director. It was shot on an iPhone. That's the most.
I'm shocked. I'm still shocked. You know what the funny thing is? This reminded me of that documentary. I don't know if you guys remember. You guys could tell us on the comment section about ESPN's Broke, the 30 for 30 series, and how they went into the whole thing about being an NFL player and what you had to experience, and you know, keeping up with the Joneses. Let's be honest, and just what you had to like go through as a millionaire that's dealing with a system that's for billionaires and controlled by billionaires. Don't forget that. I mean, of course, people don't feel sorry for millionaires, but it's just like, you know, we think about it. That book that that they mentioned in
it's called the Revolt of the Black Athlete, written by Harry Edwards.
Yeah, and it's just one of those things that you don't think about, like, oh, he's making all those monies, he could have all this, but it's the same thing. You got to pay your agent, you got to pay the state tax, you got to pay the federal tax, you got to pay all this stuff. You don't have no money. You'd be like they still shop at Walmart. Yeah, it's some serious stuff.
And so some of the stuff, like what the movie was trying to tie in, is like, yo, some of these players, they don't know what they're getting into. They are being used. There's greater forces out there that are trying to knock them down. And this movie really talks about how these players need to take control of their likeness and their branding, because a lot of people are making money off of them. And with the whole social media opening up to everybody, they need to take control of that, because that's all they have. And I just think that's amazing. I think this movie, to be honest with you, is a good social commentary on today's sports.
Would you say it's like a fresh take of the sports industry? Yes. Fresh take, people.
Fresh take.
We're taking puns now. Leave us a comment and tell us about, like, you know, to tell us about some of the documentaries that you watched about sports, what connects with you. I know I love the 30 for 30. I'm going to say it again. I watch every 30 for 30. And I feel like this speaks to me as an athlete, but I'm not an athlete. I made it pro. But just thinking about an athlete, how your likeness is being used, that they use for promotions. You have boosters. You have all these different things that are happening. And listen, let's be honest. People use people. It's a business. But you have to think of, for that athlete, are they business savvy to understand that they can win out of it? You know, so like that's what I'm saying. So I think that overall, like, we think it's a great series. I give it a full 5 fresh stars out of 5. It's, to me, one of the best films that came out this year. I know it's only 2 months. We're February, so, you know.
All I want to say is, I want to ask you a question. Is this true, Jay? Because you're more of an athlete than I was.
Still is. I still am.
Okay. Right. This guy here. Is it true that you're not supposed to have sex before the big game?
Correct. You're not supposed to have sex. It takes your mind out of it. It's funny, but people used to bet that, like, you know, used to get in people's head by trying to offer people certain things before the game, so they're tired, they're drained, and it messes with your head. You're supposed to be focused. Actually, Carl Anthony Towns said the best thing: if you're a player and you just play the game, like LeBron, like Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, that's when you're winning. You find out the fun in it. And once you find the fun in, you're not trying to just impress people. It's a game of basketball. I love it.
Like Jay said, I give this also 5 fresh takes. I think this was a great film. The pacing was slow. It's a lot more dialogue than action, you guys. But overall, the movie, it really, if you're an average kind of sports person, you're not that avid into like all the sports, it might be a little slow for you, but again, it's still really great. Really good movie to check out on Netflix. It's streaming right now, you guys. Please check it out. Also, another book that I recommend to you guys as well, if you want to get into this, is $40 Million Slaves by William Roden. It's also a great book. Please, you guys, let us know what you think in the comments. Like and subscribe to us again. And let's talk. Let us know what your favorite sports drama was. All right, you guys.
Have a good one.
See you later. We'll see you really soon.